All right, we're here with the wonderful Lupita. Like always, we want to bring you guys a makeup video and then a quick photo shoot afterwards. Right now, she's wearing a kind of a boho kind of a dress, and she's looking pretty cool, taking her skincare routine very seriously. And she just bought, tell them what you bought, Frida. What you just bought, your palettes.
Jeffree Stars?
Yeah.
Conspiracy.
So she just got herself some new palettes, and she's all excited showing me right now.
Orgy. Well,
Look at that.
I'm excited for Anna to put these on my face because I'm not skilled yet. So I'm excited for somebody who knows what they're doing to use some of these palettes because some of these are beautiful, beautiful palettes.
So I'm a professional photographer. I'm not a makeup artist, but you know, if you're good at the arts, you're good at more than one thing. That's all I have to say. Look, you've used this one. This one you've messed around with.
I've tried. As you can tell on my page, I've tried to, you know, play around with some of the stuff.
Oh yeah, it just takes practice.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So I have this makeup thing because I also love doing makeup. I just, you know, when you are focused on one or more things, you. But anyway, I like having fun, and this is my little tiny studio I got going on. But Lupita loves hanging out with me, and I love hanging out with her, and it's always fun. So join us for our little journey here. All right, so we're getting ready to do her foundation first, and first we want to just start off with a very light base because I'm not going full heavy because she is going into she's doing very natural kind of a look today, or who knows, every time I say that I always end up somewhere else. All right, so we're just doing her foundation. Okay. All right, so now we're gonna do concealer, and I'm just gonna dab it right underneath these wonderful, well-rested eyes. And I'm just gonna do a little bit on the bridge of her nose. And then just kind of look out for just kind of where the light hits. And me as a photographer, I always look for the light pretty much anywhere. So that's my tricks. All right, and then what I do is I go back with the same foundation brush. By the way, we're using the oldie but a goodie Jaclyn Hill collection brushes. The Master Collection, I think is what it was, right? I don't remember when we bought it. I don't remember what it's called. But what I do is I go back and I blend in the under eye with the rest of the face. And now, after that, I'm going to go in with this big old brush. It's the JH01. And I go in and just kind of set the entire face now. And also just plain, there's always going to be natural blemishes or, you know, wrinkles or just, you know, we're not perfect, you know, and Photoshop takes care of a lot of those things. And this is what I tell my clients all the time because they're like, oh my gosh, I have a pimple. Well, I see the world in a way where there are no pimples because you can easily take them away. In Photoshop, there's a tool and it looks kind of like a little band-aid, and all you do is click it and you go boom and it disappears like magic. So I always tell people not to worry about their complexion. Everything todo tiene arreglo, ¿verdad? All right, so now we're gonna go in with the Orgy palette, and look at it's Jeffree Star's butt. Oh my goodness! I love how confident. The confidence, it's just spewing, but look at this palette. Every girl's dream. You love all the other palettes, but like, am I going to use it is the biggest question we always get all the time. Am I going to use it? So we're going to go in with the very lightest color that says I'm shy. I'm going to go in. And I want to say that this is a clean brush, but it isn't because we were doing other looks the other day. But it's cool. It's on the same face. So we're good. So we're just going to take it And we're gonna go around the whole lid and just kind of coat it. And I know there's a lot better techniques out there. But what we're doing today is we're just gonna do a quick photo shoot because we have been sick. Like, right? We haven't been able to do any of our fun projects that we have going on because I feel like after the pandemic, everybody got sick. Everybody we know of now. We took our kids to the doctors. My doctor said that everyone's getting a lot of different, things that we usually get throughout the year, but they're seeing like an increase of it because everyone started to hang out again. And we haven't been able to hang out. So today was the first day our kids weren't sick, and we just had to take on the day. And so we just did I'm Shy, and we're going to go to Blow Out. And I'm just going to take it and start in this little part of her eye, this crease. I'm just going to take it into circular motions. Grab some more of that Blow Out. Close your eye. And I am going to just take it here in this circular motion. Does anybody else feel weird doing one of your eyelids and then the other one you're like, oh, I killed it, like I'm doing such a great job on that one, but then you go to the other eyelid and and it never works out for me. I was trying really hard to even it all out, but I still feel like it's crooked. All right, so we're gonna take this next color called Bottom, and we're gonna put it in the same area, kind of just keep on making those circular motions, and we're gonna take Bottom. What a strange name. We call it eyeshadow Bottom. And it's brown too, but it's a beautiful, beautiful color. All right, let's see, maybe I brought this one out a little less than I did the other one. And again, just blend. And this is what you hear from a lot of people who do makeup. It's constant blending. It's just an artistry. And we're gonna go with Imitation now. Let me take it in that spot again. Kind of bring it more down. Rather than going this way, now I'm bringing it down. And then that's pretty much it. And I'm gonna go in and now just blend it out with the same color that I had earlier. I'm gonna do Blowout again. Just kind of mix it right in that middle. Because remember, we're not trying to do anything too dramatic. But I am dramatic, so this is probably the least you're gonna see. I feel like I took a little bit away from that brown. Just bring that back out. And just keep mixing Blowout in there. If anybody's interested in doing this like super simple look, but I feel like even with just like a little bit of this technique, you can go a long way. All right, so we only used 1, 2, 3, 4 shadows, but look at all of these. There's so many looks we can do, and I'm excited to keep trying new looks, but today we don't have that much time, so we're gonna do that light eyeshadow. Now we're just gonna brush away some of that leftover stuff from the bottom of her eye. We don't want too much fallout. Although I do like it sometimes when it falls out, because I don't have to work that hard on the bottom. Alright, so I'm gonna take some of this brown shade. Look up. And I'm just gonna go in and stamp it right here at the bottom. And kind of just take it out a little bit, kind of like a wing liner, a little action going on, but at the bottom. Let me pick up some more. Some more of that Imitation only. So you see how I really like how this bottom liner is kind of looking, because it opens up her eyes. Now we're gonna go in and just get a little tiny bit of gold. We need another palette for this though. Let's check out Conspiracy. Ooh, Conspiracy has a really pretty one. But let's check out Thirsty. Okay. I like Luck and Thirsty. That one. We're gonna get a little bit of that color. Now we're gonna look up. We're gonna stamp it right where it blends right in there between her eye. And get a little bit more of that. And you know, all these little tiny changes, you feel like they're not gonna make a difference, but they definitely do. Some of these glitters, you do have to wet to make them look more shiny, but I'm being lazy, so. There. Perfect. All right, now we're gonna move on to eyebrow. All right, so I decided right after she put on her mascara that I wanted to see what a white liner would do. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and just ignore my hand. I'm gonna go ahead and get some white liner and just kind of rub it here in the waterline. See how we feel. We have the fan on, so I hope it's not like blasting you. It's just a touch. I don't want to do too much. I don't want to be super dramatic. Let's see. All right, and then we're just gonna do eyebrows. All right, so now we're just gonna do her brows, and the way I've been doing more of a natural look is I just outline a little tiny bit, just the shape of the brow, and then I go in with powder and just fill in a little bit of the. No, we all have missing patches here and there. Nobody's perfect. All right, so this is me just outlining the shape, and you can already tell it's already looking way better just by doing a light outline of the brow itself. So we're gonna go in here. Not that I don't like a full brow. It's actually one of my staples. I don't actually have really good eyebrows. I struggle with my eyebrows. That's why when I see people with like really pretty eyebrows, Lupita, I'm always like, I'm jealous. Alright, so we just outline and just sanitize this real quick. Put it away. And then I'm just actually gonna go back inside with the Anastasia palette. So I want to bring the brows a little less. So we're just gonna fill in because she has a little bit of like a reddish hair color, and that contour palette. Ooh, it looks pretty. Just a tad tiny bit of that. That's what I like about makeup, that you can always like use it for whatever the heck you want, you know. It's not just a one size. This is what this product is used for. I think when I was a teenager, I used to use a lipstick as blush because I really like the color, and that's how I lived my life. Alright, so we're just filling in the brows. And now I'm just going to bring that a little less now. Bring it down. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention what we're using here. This is Wet n Wild. It's just regular brow pencil. And we're just gonna comb everything down. I'm gonna bring this one out a little tiny bit. Comb everything in the right direction. And then we'll be ready here in a minute to shoot. I need a little tiny bit more. And then once you comb them, I should have done that at the beginning, I just forgot. You can tell where you need a little tiny bit more. So I'm gonna get actually the Orgy palette now. I'm gonna go into this color called Booty Trap. I'm still trying to stick with the light brown color because I don't want her whole brow to be black. Still trying to keep it light. Maybe that's getting a little too relaxed. I did this once at a hair salon appointment and it didn't work out very well for me. Alright, brows are done and we're just gonna do a light gloss. I'm using Joey from the Friends Revolution. Look at the little sandwiches. I'm just saying. It's adorable. Alright, so we're gonna do just a tiny bit of gloss. And this is actually a face paint brush. Like I said, anything that you want to use. I mean, I have better brushes, but somehow this one always applies it really nicely, especially because it's a gloss. All right, and we're ready. That's Joey. All done. Now we're gonna do her shoot, and then we are gonna have a really good hot summer.